And welcome to Delaware Turf for today's Delaware Sports Media presentation of Cape Henlopen Vikings Lacrosse. It's a doubleheader today. We're going to start off with the first game, the Cape undefeated Cape JV team taking on Sussex Tech Ravens. Tech, good record, 5-2. Cape, 12-0. Looks like David Drummond out to take the face-off. He's got Max on this wing. Ball's up in the air. Max comes up with it. Down low. Shot a score. That did not take long. Thomas Draper breaks the ice for the Vikings. And we're going to run this back. David back on the stripe. Peyton, I think that's Jackson on the other side. Ball's on the ground. David kicks it forward. He comes up with it. Cape ball. Jackson down to the corner. That's Grady behind the cage. Back over to Pierce. Cape working around. Peyton. Back to David. David looking. Down to Grady. Cape trying to figure out what they want to do here. Ball behind. Down on the wing. Step down. Deflected. Pierce takes that shot, runs out his own shot. He's first one there. But no, he is not the first one there. Tech ball. Cape on the ride. Clearing pass on the ground. Tech maintains possession. Cross midfield. Lone Pole has it. He's looking for help. Cape on D. Tech with the ball up top. Dodger looking. That's Levi on defense. Nice job. Ball's on the ground. Cape comes up with it. Dakota calls that turnover. Got the ground ball. I think we got a push there. Blue ball. Maybe it went out of bounds. We'll call that out of bounds. Blue maintains possession. Pierce. Over to Grady. He's up top with Max. Peyton. Back to Max. Ball's on the ground. Dogfight. Peyton comes up with it. Shot goes high. Still Cape ball. Max back to Peyton. Down to Pierce. Behind the cage. Skip pass up top. It misses. Grady hustles. Nice hustle, Grady. He takes a shot and a score. 5:55 left to go first period. 2-0 Cape to score. David back out on the stripe. Landon with him on this side. Fighting. White has it for a second. They come up with it. Working the perimeter. The ball's down. Down again. Holden fighting for it. Holden comes up with it. Up, gets checked. White comes up with it this time. That pass misses. There we go. Nope. No, we don't. White comes up with it. Pass it to the middle. Good deflection. I think that was Landon got a piece of that. Ball's on the ground. Good back check. Jackson comes up with the ground ball. He gets it across midfield. Clears across. He's got Landon. Landon runs to the middle. Takes a few hits. Passes down low. It misses. Goalie ball. 4 minutes left to go, first period. Good ride, puts pressure on. Ball's down. White comes up with it. Deflected. Cape comes up with it. David. Right place at the right time. Good pass. Shot. Score. Thomas Draper makes it 3-0 Cape. 3:33 left in the first period. Looks like we're going to go with the long pole face-off. We got Jackson there at the stripe. Dakota, and I think that might be Peyton on the other side. Jackson pooches it back. Landon comes up with it. Peyton comes up with it. Grady has it. Over to Jackson. He winds up. Saved by the goalie. We're looking for that pole goal, Matt. Ball's down. Tech comes up with it for a second. Lone pole gets stripped. I think that's going to be a push on blue. White ball. 2:15 left in the period. 3-0 Cape. Pierce on the ride. Nice job. Causes the interception. Peyton there to pick it off. Pass misses. Will it stay in? It will not. Back to Tech. Tech bringing it in. Ball's on the ground. Jackson there to grab it. He makes a pass down low. Shot and a score. Thomas Draper again. Makes it 4-0 Cape. About 1:15 left to go first period. That one started with a good ride. David back at the stripe. Roberto on this wing. Ball's down. Fight for it. Levi fighting for it. David comes up with it. Face-off win for Cape. Pass it to the middle. Ooh, nice. Shot. Good save by the goalie. Levi took that one. Good take. Roberto. Down to Thomas. He throws it back behind the cage. Skip pass up top. Ball's on the ground. Nice check. And, oh, flag down. Probably going to be a cross check on Grady, I would guess. That's the end of the first period. Your score, Cape 4, Tech 0. We'll be back for the second period. Cape's going to go man down. Probably will not be a face-off on that. Tech, all the Tech spring teams playing off campus right now. A lot of construction going on at the school. They've torn up all the athletic fields as part of that construction. But I'm sure they'll come back looking better than ever. We'll be back in just a minute for the second period. And we're back for the second period. Tech's going to start with the ball. Cape, man down. I'm guessing that was a cross check, probably a 1-minute penalty.
You got a rough cam, Bob, but you just out of focus to see what the call was. We'll get it up. Our technicians are getting reindeer for the camera.
Yeah, a little cloudy out here today. Jackson. Nice move.
Look at Grady Trivets there, huh,
yes,
Bob?
It is.
That Trivets family. Oh!
Now, ooh, that pass goes high.
Yeah, put a little air underneath that one.
Over Pierce's head. Now, just between me and you, Ed, I thought it was Grady who got the penalty at the end of that last period. But I could have been wrong. But we're man down. That's the important part.
It's not the first time a Trivets got away with something.
Ball's on the ground. That one's going out of bounds. Turnover, blue ball. Max Levis bringing it in. Over to Reese. Dakota with the ball. He kicks it down. Grady sends it behind the cage to Pierce. Pierce, nice swim move. Back up top. Here comes a spin and step down and shot and a score.
Oh, that was a beauty. A couple of spin moves there, Bob.
That was nice. A swim.
And then some of them were some of them were the opposite way. You have your strong side spin move, but spinning to the opposite way can throw off your defenders. You know what I mean? Not everybody does that. That's exactly what he did.
About 6 minutes left to go in the period.
David?
I'm sorry, 8 minutes. About 8 minutes left to go in the period.
Oh, a little push. Right.
There we go. Stay with
goose.
it, Jackson. Can't maintain control. Going to be white ball.
You noticed where number 1 there, Tech, did a lift check right on his bottom backhand there. Nicely done from Sussex Tech there.
Tech's 5-2, Ed. They're a good ball club.
Well, I tell you, that lift check is pretty effective if you can do it right. Especially.
We're going to call
got a little push
on that
action.
one, I think. Yeah. Got to stay white ball.
Yeah, especially when a guy's just going down to pick up the ball, you pick up that hand, and he kind of like divots the ground with his stick, instead of scooping the ball. Oh, nice check on the stick. He's right on the head.
Ball's down.
Oh, goose.
Goosed it out of there. Nice.
That was like
nice
a
play, Jackson.
golf chip shot there with his goose. Oh.
Pierce up top, step down, shot and a score.
Wow. That was a nice move by Grady up top, spin move. The defender came out to him hot. He didn't break down, Bob. Didn't break down, didn't manage the space, got it to the guy at X. Cutter came through, shoot and score.
I think that was Max who got that one. Max
Levis.
Number 21?
Yeah, Max is 19, I think. So we got, oh no, I'm wrong. Max Levis, yeah. Yep, Max. Nice shot. Beautiful cut. I mean, because when Grady drew that extra defender over, it opened up that alley, and he cut right in behind it in the open space.
Cape comes up with it. Down low. Nice ball movement. Grady pulls it out of there. Sends it back up top. Max with the ball. He's got a shorty. Kicks it in the middle. Shot goes wide. Grady there to bring it in.
Is that a Y-shock on the field?
That is. That is.
Oh, that's it.
Turns the corner. Finds the inside. Just inside the post.
Yeah, he had a short stick covering him there from Max, Bob. That was just
that's a tough one.
Yeah, it is tough to
ask.
cover him like that. Yeah, he just a couple fakes to the right, but Grady's going all left to a strong arm, and no help from the poles, no slides. That was a tough ask.
David back at the stripe. Peyton hustles over. He's got a long pole.
Oh, nice pull.
That was a nice pull. Good box out.
Nice box out. You're right.
Levi. He's looking.
Okay, we got nobody at X.
Sides are back to even. Pierce comes right. Gets a step. Draws the pole. He's going to take it back to X. There it is.
Nice look.
Oh, and
it bounced in.
Bounces in. Max.
Oh, yeah, I tell you. Max Levis with another one.
Wasn't the prettiest one, but it counts.
Nah, it was kind of like, not sure where to go with this one, Bob.
Off the assist from Pierce.
It was shot by Pierce or pass out by Pierce, and almost like he bunted it in. You know what I mean?
A bunt. There
bunt.
you go. I like that.
Bunt.
That's it.
And he threw the goalie off a bit,
Jackson taking the face off with the long pole. Gooses it out of there.
Nice. Good help.
Nice. Face-off win. Cape. Keep it in. Keep it in. Good hustle, Roberto.
Now, I understand the JV team is undefeated.
12-0.
I gotta love it. Great season they're having. It really is.
Nice move. Back to Pierce. Passing to the middle. That shot looked a lot better.
That one was
That was
with
not
authority.
a bunt.
That was not
that
a bunt.
was with authority, exactly.
It was real similar to the last one as far as the movement. I mean, you know, Max Lev is. I mean, he's really finding that open area. He's exposing the second slide's not there. First guy in the middle sliding over to Pierce, opening up that alley, and he's just wearing out that alley right in the middle. So, wonder if Tech's going to make any adjustments, and try and pick up that try and get some better movement on defense. We'll see.
About 2:30 left in the half. 9-0 Cape. Jackson back out of the stripe with the long pole.
Nice pull again.
And they're going to call a push on that.
Yeah.
White with possession.
Face-off guy for Tech had a good clamp and a good pull again. Yeah. Huh. Pretty good.
Dakota on D. Ooh, that sounded like a helmet.
What do we have?
Whistle blows. I don't see any flags down.
I think they gave a hold call.
Yep. All right. Good. Refs are letting them play.
Mm-hmm.
Tech bringing it in. That pass goes wide. Should go out. No, it does not. It's a fight. Bodies are flying. Dakota comes up with it.
Kung Fu fighting. Uh-oh.
Need that.
They got him on the slap check.
White ball. Ball's down. Almost got picked up right in the middle of the defense. Here comes the Dodger. Good fight. Good job, Levi. Watch the pick.
Nice breakdown.
Jackson up top on D.
Yeah, I like using that poke check.
Yep, that was good. Levi,
Yeah.
little V hold there, nice. Switch off.
And that poke check will help you manage your space too in front of a guy. You know.
Good switch again. Holding on D. That shot eaten up by the goalie. Nice job.
Chomp.
Uh-oh.
Oh, turnover.
Another save.
We're running 3 seconds, 2 seconds, or a mad dash for shooting the ball here.
And that is the end of the first half. After a half, Cape 9, Tech 0. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes for the second half. We're back for the second half. 9-0 the count. Cape looking to maintain the undefeated season. David at the stripe. Dakota on this wing. I think that's Levi on the other.
Got a shutout running, Bob.
Shutout would be nice. Good way to end the season, right?
Nice check.
Tech comes up with the face-off win. Dodger coming right down the middle. Gets driven out of there by Jackson.
Well, we're a bit open right now. Not a lot of slide help out there.
David and Dakota playing short stick D. Ball's down.
Nice play.
That was a nice play. Dakota with the ball.
Tried a can opener.
Goes end to end, but a nice stop by the Tech goalie.
Yeah, he tried to can open him and then just took his hand off the stick to be able to clear that can opener check.
Good hustle. Reese on the ride.
Yeah, hit the bottom of the stick.
Yeah, there we go.
Nicely done.
Max puts the ball on the ground. White comes up with it. He stays in.
Yeah, he stayed in. Oops.
That one is going to stay in. Nope. White ball.
Two hands on that stick.
Yep, David can't get a hold of it.
Scoop with two. Scoop with two and drop that backhand when you're going to scoop the ball. Right?
Exactly. Levi up top at LSM puts pressure on. David and Dakota still there at SSDM. And a nice pickoff by David. He's looking. Somebody's got to cover him. He takes up, winds up, takes a shot, goes wide. Ooh, they're going to call that goalie ball.
Goalie run out there, huh?
Yeah. Good hustle by the goalie.
Yeah, we were set up just on the goal line extended, not really behind the cage.
Reese, nice ride, causes a turnover. David there to grab it. He settles it down out front. Dakota. Ball behind the cage. Back up top. Cape working the perimeter. Being patient. 9-0 the count, just under 7 minutes left to go, third period. Reese. Skip pass. Landon with the ball. Back to Landon. Gives it a look. Kicks it back. Reese. Up top. Dakota looking for some space.
Yeah, I think they're running a bit of a zone there, Bob.
Yeah, I think you're right, Ed. Tech in the zone. Good D.
Just the offset angle.
Landon with the ball there.
Landon. Down low. Shot. A little wide. It's going to stay Cape ball.
Not a bad shot. Good,
Yeah.
good to get a bouncer in there from
Exactly.
that angle. Getting a bouncer, not a bad thing at all. Just missed
Thomas
that top
bringing it
corner.
in.
I'm fine lower, just like that.
Skip pass. Step down. Ooh, bounces off somebody's helmet. Man down. Referees are going to stop it.
Yeah, that's a little tough when you're running a zone like that. It's kind of packed in pretty tight. Your only opportunity with a packed zone like that is a step down. Makes it tough on your defense there, but that's why these big boys out here bark, eat. Good to eat.
He's going to walk that one off.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay.
No one had possession when that whistle blew, Ed. I don't know what the refs are going to do here. Looks like it's white ball.
Yeah.
Guy took one in the head. At least they could do is give his team the ball, right?
Right. I mean, it makes sense, you know. Did he take that in the back of the head, Bob?
I thought he took it in the side.
In the side?
Yeah. Got it in the ear.
Yeah,
Ball's down.
That's one thing that I think's really, really dangerous is Peyton up there, right?
Yep.
I think one thing that's really dangerous about kids turning their head around when a shot's being taken because the open area of a lacrosse helmet is right there. A lot of open area in the back. It's almost like you want to take it in the frontal lobe anyway, you know? So, not that it's ever great to get hit in the head, no, but, you know, some of us have more experience with getting hit in the head than others.
Timeout on the field. 4:14 left to go, period. 9-0 to count.
But when you just look at the build of the helmet, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I have a lot of experience with getting hit in the head.
Obviously not.
No. There's nothing wrong with me.
This is like a home game for a lot of these kids all the time they spend up here with club ball.
Yeah, if it's not club ball, it's the Wednesday nights, you know.
The Sixes League.
Sixes Leagues and all the other activities that they have here at DE Turf. Very fortunate to have a complex like this in our backyard.
And rumor has it they're going to expand this stadium seating.
Wow.
They're going to have a press box. And
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be great. I think, they do a lot of the USA Lacrosse here, too.
I've been here for that.
Yeah, exactly. And they have local tryouts and other things for USA Lacrosse programs. So they also do USA Field Hockey.
Nice.
Development programs. They've done it here and University of Delaware.
That pass or that shot goes high.
That stays with the white team.
Diego in the cage.
Oh, nice pickoff.
Yeah. Goalie with the ball. Over to Holden.
Nice switch of the hands.
That was a nice switch.
You did a good job there. Go ahead.
Smart not going over until he knows.
Yeah. You know, typically when the long pole's clearing the ball, you always want to have a midi on the line.
I thought the midi had come back, but
and they really say if you're clearing the ball, you shouldn't have to really stop. You know, especially on an open clear like this. Your middies, your teammates need to recognize that you got a clear lane and get back for you. You know, it's
Pierce, stay with him, Pierce. Stay on his hands. That's right. Good job. Levi up top puts that ball
down.
On the ground. Where is it?
Nice job, Lee. And he gets the ground ball.
Yeah, there you go, Levi.
There you go. That's 2 pluses. If we're
Holden.
doing
Pass down low.
Booyah.
Shot to score.
Booyah! That's a long pole assist, Bob. Nice shot.
Reese makes it 10-0. Cape.
It started with the clear, with
That
Holden
did.
coming down the field. You know, I thought he was going to slip his hands down to the bottom of the stick and rip one.
And let it rip,
but you know, hey, he did the right thing. He dropped it
Exactly.
down to the crease with a wide open attackman.
Passing to the open attackman is always the right answer.
That's the right answer. Even, you know, sometimes you just want to do it, but you got to do the right thing.
I think Max is going to take this face off. Balls on the ground. Max comes up with it. Good hustle. He goes
Oh, nice
wire
shot.
to wire. Max
Nice
with
shot.
the bouncer makes it 11-0. About 1:30 left to go third period.
Yeah, just a nice pickup at the midfield, and then he just went downhill, drove it to the right with a nice bouncer. That was efficient.
That's how you're supposed to do
That
it.
was efficient score.
Peyton at the stripe. Liam on this side. Still a fight for it. Ball's up in the air. White comes up with it. Jackson puts it on the ground. Dog fight. Mosh pit. Nice box out. Well done, Peyton.
Yeah, I think Tech has an injured player there, Bob. He took a pretty hard check on his wrist and forearm.
That might have been a timeout, Ed.
Yep.
Timeout on the field. About 30 seconds left, third period. 11-0 the count. We'll be back right after this timeout. We're back. 30 seconds left to go. Cape talks it over. They decide what they want to do here. Max brings it in.
Yeah, I think they got their starting attack in there, Max and Grady.
Ball back behind GLE. Over to the other side. Skip pass. Ooh, knocked down.
Nicely done.
Nice defense.
Good
By
anticipation
Tech,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, good anticipation.
He read that one. Ball's down. That's the end of 3. After 3, Cape 11, Tech 0. We'll be back for the fourth period in just a minute. We're back for the fourth period.
Jackson comes up. Facing off there, Bob.
Jackson comes up with that one. Nice.
Good job by Jackson.
Dodge right by Liam. He kicks it back.
Right.
Reese taking a look.
Well, they're still in that zone.
They are. Ooh. Swinging.
Yeah, they're protecting the crease.
Yeah. Swing and a miss, luckily. Blue comes up with it.
Yeah, you got to kind of scoop through, Bob. I saw a little bit of trying to scoop the pizza out of the oven. You got to scoop through and then rip it up, you know?
Liam coming right. Back behind the cage to Pierce. He's up top.
Step
Shot.
down. Ooh.
Ooh. Another deflection.
All right.
But nobody hurt on that one. Cape on the ride. Flag down. It's going to be a slash penalty here.
Ooh.
Nice clearing pass. Cross midfield. Cape comes up with it, but referee blows it dead.
I think we got a slash on that one, right, Bob?
Yeah, I think that was a slash.
Yeah.
Slash on Liam on that one.
You know, he was following a defender across the field, and you know, you got to imagine a bright red tape on the butt end of that stick. That is your target.
That's a target.
That is your target. You know, and if you hit that thing right, that long pole will do a pirouette in the air and then hit the ground. That's a beautiful thing for an attack.
The helicopter yard sale.
This is
often talked about, seldom seen. Tech bringing the ball in. Man down defense comes up with the ground ball. Levi with that one. Ball up to Holden.
Ooh.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice pass and catch. There you go. There's
Pass
the cutter.
to the middle.
Pierce.
Shoot,
scores.
Score. Nice job. Good ball movement.
Nice cut.
Good pass by Reese. Even dozen. 7:15 left to go in the game.
Yeah, moving the ball through transition, you know. Show your athleticism, you know.
Some stick skill.
And open space, working in open space, anticipating your teammate doing the cut, all good stuff. Tell you, we're building some youth here.
They look good. They look good.
These guys are going to be coming up to varsity, you know, in a year or two.
Yeah.
And, you know, want to make sure that they really got a strong grasp of the game.
9 seniors graduating off the varsity this year. There's some room.
There is room.
Shot. Score.
Ooh, there you go.
David goes wire to wire with that one.
Nice high shot on that one. He has an attackman that was also open on the crease, which is always a good option. But, you know, every once in a while, hey, you scoop it, you shoot it.
There you go.
You know, if you get the ground ball and you get the clear, then sometimes you earn the opportunity. But
I think he did on that one.
As long as you got a free and clear shot on goal.
And he makes it a baker's dozen. Jackson out of the stripe. Sides are even now. Penalty has been served. Ball down. White comes up with it. Man down.
It's like Tech's face-off guy. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
No, I didn't see it either. There he goes.
I think it might be a knee, Bob. Yeah.
We'll give him a minute to recover. We'll be back in just a minute. We're back. The Tech Fogo walking off on his own. We think it was a non-contact injury, but he seems to be okay. 5:49 left in the game, 13-0.
Well, those Fogos are a different breed.
They are. They are.
They're battlers.
Can Cape maintain the shutout? Ball's down.
Ball's down again.
Good D.
Nice checks. Working over top.
Working them hard.
Yeah.
No switch there. Ball's down. White comes up with it. Jackson created a second turnover opportunity, and this time we take advantage.
Yeah, that's a nice job by Jackson using the body check.
Yep.
You know?
Taking up some space right there in the middle.
That's it. Uh-oh.
Here they come.
Uh-oh.
Will it? No! Get it back to
him.
Oh, goal! Holden Moore.
So, in this sequence, Bob, Holden would not be denied.
No.
Holden would not be denied.
He wasn't going anywhere until he got that second shot.
Absolutely. You know, just rolling downhill. Attackman was nice enough to pass it to a wide open pole. How often does that happen, right?
Not often.
I mean, you talk about opening up the door for a guy, you know. Just gets the shot off bouncer, gets the stop by the goalie, bouncing around a little bit, rebound, and a slam dunk for the pole goal.
14-0 the score, 4:15 left to go in the game. David comes up with the ground ball. Nice face-off win.
Ooh.
That one just misses. Reese runs it out. Good timing by that Tech defenseman there.
Yeah, they got good anticipation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Body's flying.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Blue comes back up with it. Shot and score. Reese gets his second on the day.
Yeah, you just have one of those situations where there's so much attention on the ball. They got that tunnel vision. They're looking up ahead, and they forget there's a guy behind them. Hate it when that happens. Tough for the Sussex Tech defense there. Just, field awareness, Bob, right?
There you go.
It's field awareness. The defensive thing that I think they teach a lot is my man, the goal, and the ball. And working that triangle and being able to see all three at the same time, you know?
Just under 3 minutes left to go in the game. Liam at the stripe.
So, flinch.
Moved a little early.
Yep. Hey,
Tech ball, number 9, back in there. He's okay.
Yeah, back in the game, right? Yeah. There he is. Ooh.
And that's the end of the shutout.
There it is. Yeah, you know, we needed a body check in there.
I saw a lot of sticks moving around, but no bodies. Yep.
No body. So he was shucking and jiving and weaving through the middle and got that shot in the lower right-hand corner. It was a nice shot. Give him credit. Just got to, from a defensive perspective, you know, got to get a little bit more of the body to keep him out of the middle.
Exactly. 15-1 the count. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the game. Peyton taking the face off. Ball's on the ground.
Whoop.
Ball's out of
That
bounds.
goes to Blue, I think.
What are they going to say?
Yes.
Push White, blue ball.
Blue ball.
Peyton bringing it in.
You're going to run down the alley, Peyton. Yeah, keep that stick in tight. You know, a lot of times when the attackman's coming down, they almost need to have alligator arms by when they hold net, swinging it in here like this. That's your best. That's your best source of protection against the long pole.
All right, just under a minute to go. Shot.
Oh.
And a score.
Yeah, wheeling and dealing through the middle there. Got this bouncer shot to go in the high left-hand corner. What a terrific shot that was.
Landon makes it 16-1. We're about 30 seconds to go. We'll see if we get this last face-off in.
I think Cape boys wanted to get that goal back that they gave up.
There you go.
You know?
David hustling up to the stripe. He's trying to get it in. About 15 seconds left. He comes up with it.
Nice scoop.
Ball gets knocked down.
Pushing it back.
Pushed it back. Flag down. Not going to matter because that is the end of the game. Cape JV finishes the season 13-0, undefeated.
What a season that is.
What a great year. We'll be back shortly, 5:30, for the varsity game. We'll see you then.